Good evening. Hi, GadellNet. It's truly an honor to stand here tonight among so many incredible leaders and change makers. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amanda Schroeder. I'm a wife, I'm a mother of 4, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer at GadellNet. And I'm a big old crybaby who is super thankful for waterproof mascara, so hold on tight and let's pray for as few waterworks as possible here. Before I dive in, I want to take a moment to thank someone truly special, one of your MCs for the evening, my colleague and friend, Taryn Pulliam. Taryn, thank you for your leadership, your energy, and the way you elevate everyone around you. It's a privilege to share the stage with you tonight. Tonight is deeply personal for me, not just because I'm sharing my story, but because I got to watch someone incredibly special be recognized for hers. Barely into this, I'm getting ready to cry. Lucy is my only daughter of 4 kids. She is strong, determined, kind, and wise beyond her years. Thank you. Watching her grow into the young woman she's becoming has been one of the greatest honors of my life. And seeing her receive the Youth GRIT Award tonight is overwhelming in the best possible way. I'm so proud of you, Lucy. You inspire me every day with your courage and your heart. Thank you for being exactly who you are. Okay, back to me. It's not in my nature to talk about my accomplishments, and certainly not to do it publicly. But tonight, I thought I'd share the story of how I got here. CFO of a decent-sized tech firm in St. Louis in my mid-30s, which is younger, on the younger side for the CFO life cycle. Not to mention I'm a female. Clearly, I didn't just arrive here. No, I got here with, you guessed it, grit. To understand my journey, you have to go back to when I was a little girl, sitting in the back of the room with my mom, attending a college Spanish class. My mom had my brother and me so young and hadn't had the opportunity to attend college earlier in life. She couldn't afford childcare, so I came with her. I remember quietly coloring, trying to sound out Spanish words alongside a room full of adults, and I didn't mind. In fact, I have many fond memories of being young on a college campus. Professors were always kind, and they never seemed to mind if I tagged along. I didn't know it at the time, but these moments planted a seed. I saw firsthand what non-traditional learning looked like, and I saw what determination looked like. Despite my mom's best efforts, neither one of my parents finished college, and our path was far from conventional. And side note, segue, my youngest sister, 17-year age gap, is also here in the room with us attending tonight. Thank you. So when I started college myself, it wasn't surprising that the traditional route didn't work for me. I went for 2 semesters before stepping out and into the workforce. It was a tough choice, but also the right one for me at the time. I had no clue what I wanted to do or what I wanted to be when I grow up, and spoiler alert, I still don't. I needed to work, and once I started, I poured everything I had into moving up, learning on the job, absorbing everything, and growing fast. I moved up in my organization at lightning speed, even though I was in my late teens and early 20s. I was crushing it. But as I climbed the ladder, there was always this quiet voice asking, "Do you really belong here?" I had the experience, the instincts, and the results to back it up, but I didn't have the credentials. And I knew that mattered, especially in a world where people like me are often underestimated. What would happen if I lost my job? What if, spoiler alert, my marriage failed and I had to support my kids on my own? So I went back to school. As a working mom, I finished my associate's degree, and in fact, the day I picked up my diploma, I was pregnant with Lucy. Though I had to write papers from the delivery room, I kept going. I earned my bachelor's degree, and then I thought, why can't I keep going? I applied to an MBA program. Then that why can't I? It changed everything. It gave me confidence, it gave me tools, and it gave me the drive to keep going. And now as I find myself on the doorstep of a PhD, diving into the dissertation phase, I've finished 3 years of coursework, which was no small feat. And yes, imposter syndrome still shows up sometimes, especially when I'm the only woman in the room or the only person without a traditional background. But I've learned to recognize that voice for exactly what it is. It is fear dressed as doubt, and fear does not get to drive anymore. Working in finance, especially in the tech industry, means I've spent a lot of time in spaces where women are drastically underrepresented. And I won't sugarcoat it, it is hard. There are moments when you feel the weight of having to prove yourself a little more, speak a little louder, or work a little harder just to be seen. But I also know that every time I show up authentically, I make space for someone else to do the same. And I haven't done this alone. Support has been the backbone of my journey. My husband, my kids, my mentors, my teammates, they've all shown up for me in moments when I didn't even know I needed them to. That includes the incredible team at GadellNet. Yes, you should applaud. I'm especially grateful for the culture of trust, growth, and encouragement I found there. It's rare to be a part of a company that not only believes in your potential, but actively invests in it. In my chapter of Living Well with Grit, I talk about how crucial that support has been, not just professionally, but personally. The title of my chapter is Grit Takes a Village, because let's be honest, it does. Grit isn't just about forcing your way through life's obstacles. It's about knowing when to lean on others, when to ask for help, and when to offer it. It's about building a life with intention, resilience, and yes, community. If you get the chance to read our anthology or any of the anthologies, you can see how we rise together. Tonight, as we celebrate stories of perseverance, I want to thank all of you who continue to show up for others, both at work and at home, and in spaces where change is still needed. Before I close, if you have a glass, please lift it. I would like to extend a special thank you to Jennifer Bardot. Jen is a true champion for the community, a fierce advocate for women, and the visionary founder of GRIT. Jennifer, this gala, this movement, and this incredible platform for sharing our stories wouldn't exist without your passion and your relentless drive. You define hustle, and your impact is immeasurable. Thank you for creating space for so many of us to rise.